Robert van Royen last updated 14:43, August 31, 2017. Canterbury coach Glenn Delaney and his team have a hectic schedule over the next 2.5 weeks. Canterbury's conjunctivitis scare has blown over ahead of the Round 3 Mitre 10 Cup clash with Hawke's Bay in Napier. Less than a week after four players George Bridge, Josh Mackay, Reid Prinsep and Billy Harmon were scratched from Canterbury's successful Ranfurly Shield defence against Otago, all are back on deck for Friday night's clash at McLean Park. They were isolated from the rest of the team in a bid to avoid a wide-scale outbreak, and didn't rejoin the squad until Wednesday, after Canterbury's medical staff cleared them. Canterbury utility Josh Mackay, one of four players forced to withdraw from last week's game against Otago, will come off the bench against Hawke's Bay on Friday night. It's been a bit of a recovery week because of what we had on Sunday, and the health is the key thing, Canterbury coach Glenn Delaney said. Read more. Four players recovering from conjunctivitis. Coach Hale's Virus-stricken team Waikato changes payoff. It was always going to be recovery because it's a 5-day spin. Nothing has changed in the program. The only thing we weren't able to do was bring the guys in and review on Monday. Canterbury flanker Matt Todd is expected to miss at least 4 weeks with a fractured hand. Canterbury Rugby did not name the affected players, but Bridge, Prinsep and Mackay were pulled from the starting lineup, while Harmon was replaced on the bench by Jed Brown. Team doctor Martin Swan told Stuff he had never struck an incidence of conjunctivitis like it among the sports team in 15 years of working with elite athletes, but the defending champions have put it behind them as they target a third win on the bounce to start the season. First 5/8 Brett Cameron will start in place of the rested Richie Munga on Friday night. It happened, we dealt with it and we're moving on, Delaney said. While the first-year coach had the four scratched players from last week to choose from for Friday night, flanker Matt Todd hand, hooker Ben Funnell ribs and prop Daniel Leanett Brown shoulder, who was also a late withdrawal last week, will miss the match. Todd fractured his hand in last weekend's narrow win against Otago in Christchurch and is expected to miss at least 4 weeks, while Funnell and Leanett Brown aren't thought to be as serious. Delaney has also rested halfback Mitchell Drummond and first 5/8 Richie Munga, as Canterbury prepare to play the first of 4 games in a 17-day window. One thing I'm learning about the Mitre 10 Cup is the games come around thick and fast, Delaney said, managing his squad for the looming barrage of games, which also means Canterbury have to play 3 games, 2 of them Shield defences, in 9 days has been on his mind for months. Resting Crusaders Drummond and Munga means halfback Jack Stratton, who captained the team in pre-season Shield defences against Wanganui and mid-Canterbury, and rookie pivot Brett Cameron will get their first starts of the campaign. To be fair to the Super guys, they came in pretty much straight away after the campaign. So we knew we were going to have to get some time into the rest part of their program, Delaney said. We always planned for this week for Brett Cameron to start, so nothing changed. Cameron played his way into the Canterbury squad after kicking 17 points against Wanganui in June, a performance he backed up by scoring a try in his 13-point haul against mid-Canterbury at the start of August. Mackay, 19, who has mostly played wing since leaving school, will provide cover off the bench, while Delaney said midfielder Tim Bateman could also shift inside and run the cutter. We've got no issues, Mackay can goal kick. We'd look at the state of the game, we've got 2 options depending on what we want to choose if the need arises. The key thing is that Brett is out there to lead us off and see us home. Coached by Cantabrian Craig Philpott, Hawke's Bay haven't beaten the Red and Blacks since 1982, and were on the end of a 637 hiding in Christchurch last year. Philpott, a former Canterbury player and assistant coach, coached the New Zealand under-20 team to a world title earlier this year, and is entering his 6th season in charge of the Magpies. At a glance at Canterbury: George Bridge, Marshall Suckling, Tim Bateman, Rob Thompson, Braden Enna, Brett Cameron, Jack Stratton, Luke Whitelock-C, Jed Brown, Reid Prinsep, Dominic Bird, Mitchell Dunshea, Oliver Jaeger, Nathan Vella, Alex Hodgman. Reserves: Nick Wirahiko, Chris Gawler, C8 Tokalai, Hamish DL, Billy Harmon, Aaron Ari, Inga Fanau, Josh Mackay. Where McLean Park, Napier. Kickoff Friday, 7:35 p.m. Referee Cam Stone. Stuff.